Good morning, it's Karen, and this is my March TBR. I am just getting over whatever my kids had, so we're just gonna work with it and all of the coughing fits. March is coming up. There are 31 days in March, so I'm going to add a book in there, and I'm going to start with this one right off the bat. I was lent Hamnet by a friend. It was recommended to me. Now I know the movie just came out, so it's kind of a bit of a buzz. But this one deals with a mother's grief. And I've been having lots of conversations with people about grief and how we each experience it. I did listen to a CBC interview with the author. I really enjoyed how eloquent she was. I'm excited to dive into this prose because I have been told it is beautiful. Another bonus, if I get the time, my niece has lent me Powerless. If I'm feeling the need for some romancy fantasy vibes, I'm going for this one. Both my sister and her two daughters have read it, and now I have been passed on this one, and we're gonna see what all the hype is about. I'm not really sure what this one is. I think there is like a blood magic, or you're born with certain powers. My guess is that the main character is powerless, so maybe she didn't inherit this power stuff. I don't know. We're gonna find out together, and they're gonna be laughing at me saying, haha, Auntie, that's not at all what that is about. All right, let's start with my dragon jar. My dragon jar, for those of you just joining, these are the books that are my top 10 must-reads of the year. I'm hoping for either a reread or a fun book this month because I'm just in the mood for some lighter stuff. Nothing too heavy, please. Okay. Here we go. It's Jamaica Inn. This would be a reread for me. I have several Du Mauriers on my list. I wanted to really get back into her writing. I have read this one before, but I have been re-inspired to reread it by Gavin over Gavin Reads It All. He did a whole thing where he actually went to Jamaica Inn, and I was inspired so much that I wanted to reread it because the first time I think I read it, I wasn't really into it as much. I love Rebecca, and then I read this one and I was sort of lukewarm on it. So I'm going to give it a go again. I am a lot older now that I'm reading it. This is about Mary. Yes, Mary, who goes to live with her aunt. She finds that her aunt is very changed. She has married a very broody, mean sort of a man, and they own this inn called Jamaica Inn, and there are strange happenings, especially when Mary is told, do not leave your room at night. This was inspired by a walk on the moors, I think. Bodmin Moor, I think, is what it's called, so we're just gonna ride with the dark vibes. This is my Prince Charming. These are all the random books that I've put on my list that I may or may not get to, and we're just gonna see what I've got. What's a purple one? Purple doesn't mean anything, it's just my favorite color. Forget Me Not. That's really funny. I read this. I read this back in January. Really liked it. I'm pretty sure I gave it a 4 out of 5. Really enjoyed it. Cool. That rarely happens. We'll take another one, thank you. Another purple one. Okay, come on. Good vibes, good vibes. Ooh, Girl Who Chased the Moon. Girl Who Chased the Moon. I read Garden Spells by the same author last year. Absolutely adored it. It gave me all of the good feelings. Like, I don't know if I was just like in the right place to read that one. I have zero idea what this book is about, but I am putting my trust in this author that is going to give the same kind of vibes. Like, there was a redemption arc, and there was some warm scenes and some scenes that made me like a little bit of romance, and it's just lovely. So that'll be a really nice one to sort of even things out. And the very last jar is my Canada jar. I kind of want to call it like the Canada jar, like the Canada arm, but it doesn't quite work. Like the pun is there. It's just awkward because then you have to explain it all the time. Last month I drew British Columbia, where I live. Let's see where we go this time. Hoo-hoo! We are going full north to the Northwest Territories. So Canada is made up of 10 provinces and 3 territories, and Northwest Territories is in the middle. I have always wanted to go. I really have. In my lifetime, I'm hoping. Let's see what I've got on tap. I think this one was a little harder to find stuff for. I think I struggled, but there was a couple that struck me as possibles. Okay, I have one person. I don't even know what the book is that I've written down. I just wrote the author's name, Richard Van Camp. I'm going to do voiceover Karen, and Karen's going to tell you about the book that I've picked, and yeah, here she goes. The Moon of Letting Go and Moccasin Square Gardens are both short story collections. They both say that they are hilarious. So I am in for a good time laugh. I am looking at both of these and I'll try them out. And then the other two are graphic novels. Both of those would be quick reads. One is based on giants coming to land, and then another one is about finding a suit of samurai armor in a small town. Thank you, Karen. I'm also going to do a little bit more research and see if I can find some more authors from the Northwest Territories, just to see if I can round out my reading a little bit. I do know that Canada's got a lot of poets, and so that might be an angle that I might want to try. Okay, that's my TBR for March. Manageable, doable, totally. Thank you so much for watching. My name is Karen. I'm the book Libranaut. I love exploring all different types of books. We'll see you again. Bye.